right, welcome back. And welcome back, yes. So welcome to our first plenary reading of Harriet and Irene, Infinite Muses by Elaine Romero. It comes from part 1 of Fornés in Context, which explores the people and places important in Fornés's life and work. Elaine's topic was to explore Irene in Paris, 1954, where she traveled with her then partner, Harriet Zwerling. Elaine was a student of Irene and relied on her memory of Fornés's plays, as well as Harriet's memoir. Then, using a Fornesian approach, Elaine wrote this wonderful play exploring Irene and Harriet in Paris. Elaine cannot join us today in person, but we send our regards and our gratitude to her via the live stream. So, hi, Elaine. And now I will introduce my wonderful colleague, Juliana Frey Méndez, who has directed today's reading.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jacqueline, for all of your work here. It has been an absolute honor and a dream to direct this piece. If you needed another reason to buy this edition, I'm going to make a plug for Elaine's chapter. Not only does it feature this stunningly moving, beautifully brilliant play, but it also features images from Harriet's scrapbook of Irene that were provided in great thanks to Michelle Memrin. So the visuals alone are a reason to get the book. The characters that you are about to meet are inspired, dreamt on, and based on Irene and Harriet. I did not have the privilege of meeting either of these amazing women, but I've only met Irene through, as Brian put it, the reverberations of her work, her students, and the theater that she has left us that I think continues to change the face of American theater. So to me, she feels like a mystery. She feels like an enigma who rebukes definition, but always asks you to come closer. Today, I'm so thrilled to share with you this play where Elaine opens a portal to another world where we meet these visions of Harriet and Irene. To quote the playwright herself, it is a love letter in Irene's very form. It was created using Fornesian methods and with the seeds of Fornesian futures. It asks us to get curious of our own fonts of inspiration. What do we owe the muse? How do we respond back? And how do we cultivate and care for and honor the sparks in our lives? Without further ado, I'd love to welcome this amazingly talented cast to the stage. Thank you so much.
Harriet and Irene, Infinite Muses, by Elaine Romero. Characters: María Irene Fornés, 24, Cuban-American, curious. Harriet Sohmers, 26, statuesque, Jewish-American, an artist's model, a muse. Time: summer, 1954. Place: a hotel room with good light, a cracked window, and a breeze. The room has an easel, some drawing paper, and a phonograph. Location: Hotel de Poitou on the Rue de Seine, Paris, France. Note: the playwright has willfully folded time and space in service of the drama. For example, Samuel Beckett's En attendant Godot, Waiting for Godot, premiered in 1953 and not 1954 when this play is set. Irene sketches a nude, her nude.
You moved. That's because I am a woman and not merely your idea of a woman. I have height, I have shape, and I have a body. A three-dimensional body that could never fit on your two-dimensional page. It's limited.
Irene smudges her charcoal drawing.
Are you unhappy with your rendering of me? I mean, after 3 days sitting here in the sweltering heat, I just couldn't...
You would never ask that question, nor speak of your body, nor your discomfort as I drew you. The real Harriet wouldn't. Those are thoughts you have, but you would never invite those musings into the room. But you make me curious.
That is true. I would never ask anything, not even of you. To be a muse is to be unflappable, to be blank, to be the richest canvas, to be that which the artist projects upon. What mysteries embed themselves in my form? Tell me who I am to me.
Last night, everything changed.
Oh, I'm flattered.
I wouldn't be. That Samuel Beckett.
Oh, you credit the French-speaking Irishman in last night's play and not me, your American Athena, for changing your world. He could not move you as I do, and his fingers are not as dexterous as... And you don't even speak French.
You're jealous. It's not a good quality. Huh.
It was remarkable, his play. I keep replaying it in my head, which I guess is what it's designed to do.
There's everything that came before last night and everything that came afterward. It's as if the world held a line, a border, a veil, and I found myself walking through that diaphanous gauze, breezing my way through to the other side, just clutching my art in my hand, because I knew my art would change. That artist would change this artist. That artist would change me. I can't tell you the fear I felt, the fear that I would no longer be me but someone else, the fear that I would no longer be. And I held her. I cradled her, the baby within, who had agreed to burst into full bloom in the glare of another's light, who had agreed that she would let herself become someone new. And he didn't even know he was my teacher, that Sam. He didn't even know that he was reconfiguring me in actual time, in the present, that with authenticity, my authenticity would deepen, and that my expectations would be thrown to the wind. He will never know. I will not give him the generosity of telling him. Just, if he heard it from my lips, he might not understand. He might just see this gushing Cuban girl, and I'm so much more than her gush, than a girl. I'm so much more than that.
Maybe someday he'll put it together himself, as artists do. I've seen you do that when you draw. Isn't it interesting how you can hand an artist objects, seemingly unrelated objects, and they begin to string themselves together as if they see a thread of unity and conversation that doesn't really exist? You said this one yourself, how an artist can gaze at a photo as if to remove an invisible frame of reality and see things and gain entry into a world that only exists in the imagination. Is that what he summoned you to do? Did he call you to walk into new worlds even better? Did he teach you to walk out of this one and dump your dust on the floor upon your exit?
I simply don't know yet. But I know I'm different. I know that this charcoal drawing no longer makes sense. And I hear things now like voices, gestures, body pictures, emotions. Everything I'm dreaming is happening in real space and landing in my belly. And she's directing me now, my belly, telling me who to listen to, telling me her stories, revealing all these secrets of people I never knew. They'll tell on me, these characters. And I will not hold any secrets anymore. I'm as naked to the world as I am to you. Harriet, I did enjoy you. I wouldn't want you to think that Samuel mattered more. But since you're not the real Harriet, you're just my impression of her, that's what I would tell you. I would console you right now so as not to create hurt, as I have found another lover.
It's as if your life has two lines, the line of the woman and the line of the artist. And that Samuel strengthened one, and I strengthened the other. And sometimes those lines run concomitantly, so they can never really touch. When I look at you now, I see the emboldening of the artist, and I have questions about the woman who engages me, who presents herself in a clawfoot tub, with such joy in living in that human body, who so freely and openly displays her pubic cap as if to say, pluck me good. Please nurture them both. You're dual parts. One can't really delight in life without living. You'd have nothing to write about without sex.
You would have nothing to write about. She's coming, you know, that Susan Sontag. Oh, wipe that face off your face. It'll be good. We'll travel. We'll have great conversations. We'll read. We'll delight.
And you'll leave me?
Silly.
You'll leave me.
You follow your every whim when it comes to lust, and I'm supposed to wait in Ibiza or New York? And I never know if you're the ship that will never return. You would betray my lust with your absence.
You're different than the others.
And so you tell them all.
Don't be cruel.
There's a breeze through the window. It makes me feel I can finish this charcoal after all.
It's good to finish things when you're an artist. Because when you're old, unfinished things stand between you and death. They're an impediment to what should be a peaceful transition.
My lover keeps many lovers tucked between her legs and in her mouth. She does not tell me who they are, nor set them free.
But when I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm only with you. I'm hoping that's good enough. Susan will be a distraction. She'll ask you to leave your body and reside in your head, when we could...
Harriet reaches out and touches Irene's nipple. Irene receives it for a second and then subtly moves away, smiling, as if she didn't move at all, as if moving were an accident.
I think she likes me.
Oh, she likes you. There are things that I regret. There are people, moments, touchings that I wish no longer lingered in this body, but my nature, it remains. And that nature does not see the fidelity I feel for you, that continuous, nonstop longing that, if I'm not careful, could derail me. And it's too soon to let myself, I cannot decide, you see? Like, there's a strength in not deciding. Let me delight in this body and its indecision, its indiscretions.
Susan, she would choose me.
She would, and if that's what you need.
I simply need to make a play, I think. To use this body to make a play. I touch her. I touch myself. I'm wet. And she makes a play. A play!
I think Susan wrote a play once. It wasn't very good.
She lives in her head, you're right. But everything hovers over those shoulders as if universes have entered the room.
It's as if she's privy to an argument no one else hears. She can be so loud when she's quiet. She doesn't like to bathe. I thought you should know.
But when I make a play, I will not think. I'll examine and wander into spaces that are not my own, into geometric patterns that are neither space nor place. And I will claim them without being held to the tyranny of time. And I will be the listener, the observer. I will ask questions of them, of my characters, and they will utter me their truths in whispers on the edges of their bed, sweat dripping off their hot bodies. Their words will be so delicate that I must lean in to listen, and I will feel the steam coming off their faces as I bear witness. And nobody will believe what these characters say. They will surprise me at first, as their first listener, but then they will surprise them, the audience. Everything that has ever happened in my life has been an unexpected course, and my plays will be the same.
You should return to me in 10 years, and I will be your woman. My skin will be rougher, my touch more experienced, and my heart open just a crack to let your light in.
You launch 1,000 ships with that charm. My heart, it lives in exile. I've never retraced my steps when it comes to love. Not really. I'm a leaver, one who moves on. I don't revisit things, people, countries. When Susan comes,
You'll leave me.
you'll remember me. You'll wait for my letters because you like how I express myself, how my words aren't what you anticipate. You will wait for the freshness that is me to return, but she will not. And you'll ask yourself what you did to age it, me. We were but a moment in time.
Love is cruel. That's why I never participate in it. Next.
But she has participated in you. Love. She has. And this vehicle, this body. I met a new friend once. He spoke of physics. And in the perfect moment when time can fold and you can be in the present, the past, and the future all at once. I lend myself to be that for you, to be the ideal, the kiss that lasts for infinity, the one who got away, the one whose delight lingered long after the touch of life were gone. And we're all physicists when it comes to love.
And Susan?
None of your bother, just like your legions are none of mine.
Susan.
It's always someone, isn't it? These planets, this universe, they would be better if they only contained two people. Nothing to disrupt their unity or their love. Nothing. No one.
You will leave me for someone who doesn't even bathe. You, the woman who loves her tub, who summons oceans when she moves, who hears the seabirds when they're not even there.
I'm leaving you both for that other life, where I pull myself up from deep within and I fashion 3 dimensions that speak truly and humbly. The human path is lonely. It isn't easy being flawed. I'm not leaving you for Susan. I'm leaving you for her.
A play? You would leave a person for a play?
Every day! No, I found these photos at the flea market, and I didn't even know why I bought them, except that they drew me in. And last night, after that delightful, interminable waiting for Godot,
En attendant Godot, you must learn to speak French.
after that, I started shuffling and reshuffling them, and those images transmuted into scenes. And then the antique phonograph that I picked up at the thrift store the other day caught my eye, and before I knew it, the sound of the phonograph and the flowing dresses of the characters began to dance in my imagination. And they took me to other places, and I became enraptured, perhaps forever. She has stolen me, the play. I am hers.
The phonograph plays Johann Strauss's Blue Danube Waltz. Harriet steps toward Irene and they begin to waltz, lost in the moment for a time. And then Irene finds herself distracted by something, a handwritten page. She lets go of Harriet and steps toward the play. A shift and shaft of light as Irene enters the world of the play with her eyes wide open, taken. End of play.
My name is Fabiola Andújar. I read for Irene.
I'm Erin Wagner. I read Harriet.
Anna Novak, stage directions.
So I'd like to welcome all of the folks who are guiding you to the breakout sessions to stand or come down. They will be waving